Alrighty, welcome back to our Let's Play of Banished. We're on part 4, 5, I don't even know. Whatever the title thumbnail says is what part we're on. I just don't keep track of these things. Anyways, this episode we're going to get into the markets, the trading posts, maybe if we have time into schools and things like that. But one of the few things that annoys me the most is how fast children grow up, because if you don't have a school, they're never considered students. So basically by the time they hit 13, they're considered an adult. So let me find 19, not a good example. Not a good example. See, 17 and she's married. Whereas if we had a school, she'd be a student still and give me longer time to actually build with the people I have, instead of having a population grow out of my control. So that's why chapels, they are important, but schools are important in the beginning of the game. Plus, if they're actually educated, they work faster and produce more, which is always better for everyone involved. So let's go ahead and put this schoolhouse, let's put it like right here. And we'll finish building the schoolhouse and then that extra house that we're building, because we still need those two homes built because we have 20 adults now and they need places to reproduce safely. And by the time I'm done with this episode, we're going to want to start building our second little patch of hunters and gatherers. Otherwise, we're going to start running thin. As you can see, I was steady at around 1900 and now we're dropping to 1600. But I'm still staying there because we haven't had too big of a population boom yet. But it is coming. It is coming. Alright, now that we're done with the schoolhouse and I have a teacher already in there, you can see we already have one student finally in there. It'll keep kids from growing up too fast, which in some ways it's a good thing. I like it because then I can build slower and take my time with the city, but some people might like it faster and they want people to be grown-ups faster. But if you do and you want your kids to grow up faster and not have them educated even though they'll work harder, just go ahead and get rid of the teacher and that student will automatically become an adult, but they won't be educated. So it's up to you how you use it. And now what we want to do, let me make sure we have everything. The herbalist, the school teacher, okay, good. The next thing that you want is a marketplace, which is this. It's huge, so make sure you have a lot of space for it. You want it somewhere near the center of where you're going to put all of your houses, which would be the most helpful and most useful. Technically, I should have it like right here so that those houses down here can reach it, but they don't necessarily need to reach the marketplace. It's just for most of the people that they can go, and it's an extra storage area too for anything else that you have instead of building a storage barn. If we could go right there, and then I could build houses on the other side too. Right here, maybe? I can only build a few houses over there, but it should be fine. If you need to build more markets, you can, that's fine. I just like to have one that takes care of most of my needs. Here we go. And when you finish building this, it'll actually have enough space for 12 workers, which is a lot, but as long as you have at least one working there, it'll be fully functional. I know it's weird, but work with it. Here we go. Where's that bridge going to be? Right here? Look at that. It connects right to that bridge, and then we can take it down right there. And here. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright. Now we have our little marketplace built, or vendor, whatever you want to call it. And it'll actually take pretty much anything or everything you have in your stockpile as well as your storage barn and start to fill up as well. So I have a secondary storage barn plotted and ready for whenever I need it, but this is going to have to get full first. And then anyone who lives in these houses here will be able to access it instead of the storage barn and get supplies regularly. Because if they have to go to the storage barn, they take a lot more than necessary, and at least when they go there, I don't know, it just helps them get things done faster and they don't take as much. Iron is low? Yeah, you've been telling me that forever. But I would have loved to go farther and start talking about the trading. Where is it? Where is it? I don't even know. Oh, the trading post, because that's super helpful, but I'm starting to run low on food, as you can tell. I just dropped to 1,400, and we're going to have to start building that second set of gatherers and hunters tents. But before I go, I'll just end it with a cemetery, because we've been here for 5 years already, and some of the people here are getting rather old. Like, let's go ahead and check on them. 34, 38, 39. So in their 40s, 50s maybe, and that means they're going to start getting weaker and possibly dying off. And you want to make sure you have a cemetery. It doesn't have to be huge in the beginning, but at least something small, because if you don't have it, then your people actually perform less when someone they love dies, which is realistic, but it can be annoying because then you're like, why aren't you working as hard? And you realize it's because someone died. Kind of insensitive of you, but you know, whatever. So create a small cemetery somewhere that's kind of out of the way of the general market area, because it has no point of being in there. No one's going to go to the market and then go to the cemetery. So we'll probably just end up putting the cemetery right here. And it does cost a lot of stone. What the hell? How to get over there? I said start there. Too large. I could probably just do full, huh? I don't know if I want to commit to something that big. Well, I know it's not going to come out here, so I could do this. 20 by... How much does this interfere with? Because I don't want it to interfere with the trees over here that are growing. Well, that's not too bad. Yeah, I think we can do that. Let's do that. And we'll let that build. Okay, so we have our cemetery finally built, and it's the biggest one you can make, which can hold 135 graves, so it should last you quite a while. And during the winter, we nearly starved to death because we were down to like 50 food left, which is why I said, yeah, you can probably last till about, what did I say, 50 people with just having the hunters and gatherers. But what am I at right now? Like 45, and I'm already almost out of food. That's a much better time. So around 30 people, 30 to 40 is when you want to start either building more hunters and gatherers or start investing in farms, which is what I decided to do because it's actually pretty easy. You just lay out the farm. Simple enough. You go here. Where is it? Click on it and you just select an area, and then you get to pick. You click on it and you're like, I want it to be, they start you off with 2 seeds, and when you have a trading post, you can actually buy other seeds to pick different things, because if you have only like 1 or 2 pieces of food that you have stored, your people are actually going to get sick faster because they don't have enough variety in their diet, which is bad because I've had that happen to me, and I lost like 10 people one winter. It was really bad. So right now I have a bean farm going on right here. Oh wait, I don't want that one to work. No working. No, don't work. There we go. So I only need 3 people to work that one farm, and the biggest farm you can get is about twice this size, and you usually need about 5 or 6 people to work it. So make sure you have the extra people available, otherwise they're going to let half your crop go to waste by the time autumn rolls around because there's not enough people to harvest it. Just a tip. Anyways, next time we come back, we'll go over the trading post finally, and we'll start building the other hunters and gatherers huts, as well as go through anything else I might have missed in here. I don't think there's much left other than mines and quarries and stuff. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please hit that like button down below. If you thought it was annoying, I don't care, still hit the like button. And I will see you guys in the next video. This is out again.